Just because you're under contract doesn't mean you're trapped, but backing out too late can cost you thousands of dollars. If you're buying a home and you're having second thoughts, this video is for you. Because the difference between canceling the right way and canceling the wrong way is the difference of getting your deposit back or losing it. Hi, I'm attorney Kishore Kapoor, a residential real estate closing attorney here in the state of Connecticut. And every day I share real life stories from real closings so you can learn from my clients' experiences and have a smooth and stress-free closing. Today I'm going to tell you about a buyer. We represented a buyer, John. John was buying his first house. Offer gets accepted. We go to the inspection. Now, I got to mention the house is beautiful. It's his dream house. Except for when the inspection occurred, the inspector found that there was an issue with the foundation. It was cracking and crumbling. John did not want to take on this risk. Luckily for John, John backed out almost immediately, letting the seller know that they were not moving forward. Provided a copy of the inspection report saying, hey, we're backing out because of this, and we did it within the contingency. That's the key, right? His contract said he had 14 days to do an inspection and let the seller know what issues there were with the property. And since he did that on time, he was able to back out and get his deposit back. Now let's talk about another client who did not do things the right way. So we represented a client, Tiffany. Tiffany was buying her dream home, or so she thought it was her dream home. Inspection went forward, no problems. Everything was good, or things that she wanted to deal with. Her mortgage got approved. Again, no issue, right? House appraised, everything was going smoothly. Shocker, there were no title issues. Well, of course, there's a mortgage on the property from the prior owner, but I don't count that as a title issue because that will get resolved when we close. Well, Tiffany was on the internet searching for homes. Still, after she was under contract, not recommended, but she found the dream home, her dream home in her dream neighborhood now. Now, Tiffany calls me and says, we want to back out. I'm like, okay, let's talk about this first. And she tells me she found her dream home, but it was in her dream neighborhood, down the street from her mother, up the street from her mother-in-law. It was like ideal for her, not me. I wouldn't want to be that close to everybody, but she found it in the neighborhood she wanted to be. So I said, Tiffany, the other thing is you put a $5,000 deposit down and we have no contingencies. You passed the inspection, you didn't have issues. You passed the home mortgage process, no problems. We got past title, no problems. So I don't have a leg to stand on to fight for your deposit. And after a long discussion, Tiffany's like, I don't care. This house suits our needs better. We wouldn't have to move. We have built-in babysitting. Everything was perfect. It's exactly what she wanted. And I couldn't blame her at that point. I mean, I think I would walk away too. She had to bite the bullet and lose $5,000. So if you are buying a home and you need someone in your corner that's going to provide you with guidance through the process, give my office a call. We'll be happy to represent you and guide you every step of the way through the closing process. So there's a few lessons that I want you to learn from both of my clients, right? So one is contingencies matter. Right. What I mean is if you have a mortgage contingency or a home inspection contingency, these are things that protect your deposit. It allows you to walk away from the closing because there's an inspection issue. Allows you to walk away from the closing if there is a mortgage issue. Your mortgage doesn't get approved. Your house doesn't appraise. The mortgage payment is going to be too high. There's things we can do to protect you in those situations. Right. So you need to act within the contingencies because if you wait too long, you could be like Tiffany and just lose your deposit. And that's not ideal for everybody. Doesn't work for everybody. Might not be something you want to do. Deadlines are there to protect you and your deposit. Right. After the deadline, you pretty much lose the right to cancel. Right. And then depending on the contract, there are deadlines that allow the seller to cancel as well. So you need to read your contract and make sure you understand all those terms so that we can make the best decisions. And like I said with Tiffany, walking away has consequences. So in Tiffany's situation, She was able to walk away but lose her deposit. If you're selling a home, it becomes very difficult to walk away. There are a lot of protections in place for the buyer, not a whole lot for the seller. So in those situations as a seller, you could get sued and be forced to sell the house, pay the buyer's out-of-pocket expenses. On the sale side, if your buyer walks away, you're very limited with what you can do. You are limited to the deposit only. You can't get anything extra from the buyer. That is just how the contract is designed. And the last thing, and you learn this with Tiffany, right? And maybe John, but John didn't really need to get me involved, but Tiffany, she did, right? You need to use your attorney. We're there to protect you. We're there to guide you. We're there to make sure you understand what the consequences of your action are going to be. So every day we share real life stories from real clients so you can have a smooth and stress-free closing. And based on the videos you've watched of ours recently, YouTube is going to pick out a video for you to watch next. And be sure to follow us because every day we share real life stories and you want to be kept up to date as to what's going on. Or if you just like to hear my voice, be sure to give us a follow.